Okay, so for today, we're gonna make this assignment. So now let's get started. This is a CATIA environment, and now we will enter our Sketcher environment. To enter our Sketcher environment, we will click on Start, Mechanical Design, and you can see over here Sketcher. So click on Sketcher, and now this pop-up box comes, and you can name it. Name your sketch. So I'm going to name it as Sketch 02 and click on OK. Now we've come into a Sketcher environment. You should also get something similar to this. And we are going to select a plane. For now, you can select any plane you want. And the concept of plane, we will get into it later. For right now, for sketching, planes are not important. So let's just click on this plane. And let's get started with our sketch number 2. So first in this sketch, I'm going to make this circle, these two circles, outer circle of 40, inner circle of 30 diameter, and another at a distance of another circle at a distance of 75, outer circle 30, outer circle 40, and inner circle 30. So let's get started. First, to make a circle, I'm going to select the circle tool, double click on it, and make sure that the blue dot gets filled. And again, another circle. And now you can see that the tracking line is out. That means I am on the axis, and I would make my second portion of the circle. And over here, also the second portion of the circle. Okay, now let's dimension our circle to 40 and 30. 40, 30. Similarly for this, 30 and 40. 40 and 30. So now you can see that this circle has not turned into green. So I will show you that if I try to hold down the middle button, the center of the circle, and then just a minute, let me switch that off. 40 and 30. Now you see if I'm trying to move this in the vertical direction, it won't move. Now if I'm trying to move it in the horizontal direction, it will move. So that means I have to constrain this circle in the horizontal direction. Now again, double click on the constraint tool, select this center of the circle and this center of a circle and dimension it as 45 plus 20, which we saw earlier, which is 65. You can directly type out 65. I just wanted to show you that you can type it that way also. Okay, for the next part, we are going to make this lower circle, which is of diameter 55, a pitch CD, a pitch circle diameter of 38, and a inner circle of diameter 20. So let's get started, which is at a distance of 100 and vertical distance of 100 and horizontal distance from this circle at 45. Okay, now I'm going to pan my sketch environment. To pan, hold down your mouse middle button. So you can see I can pan it very easily with this. Also over here, you can also plan it, but then every time you are not clicking on the screen, this just goes. So the simpler and an efficient way would be to just hold down your mouse middle button and pan it. Okay, let's get started. Make sure you double click the circle and make 3 circles, 155. Let's not worry about where to place it. We will dimension it later and just place it anywhere and then we will dimension it later. Okay, now we've made 3 circles and this circle is a construction circle. And yes, so let's dimension all these circles. This is of 55. This is of 38 BCD and this is of 20. 20. Okay. And now you see this is also not green. So it can move. Just a minute. Sorry. That 55, 38. Okay, that is okay. And 20. Yeah, where were we? So yes, so now we were seeing that this circle is not green, and you can move it in the y direction and in the horizontal direction, in the vertical and horizontal direction. So we have to constrain it in the vertical and horizontal direction. So as seen earlier, we will know that the horizontal distance from this circle to this circle is 45, and then from this circle to this circle is 100. So let's try to dimension it. Double click on the constraint tool, click on this center, click on the center of the circle and center of the circle, and dimension it 100. Again, from this click on the center of this circle and center of this circle. Now you see that we are getting an aligned dimension, but we do not want an aligned dimension, and I haven't still clicked the button to place it. So now I'm going to right click and click on horizontal measure direction. Vertical, you can see reference, horizontal measure direction, vertical measure direction, swap location, coincidence, allow symmetry line. But for now, we are going to click on horizontal measure direction, and you see this comes up, and just type it out to be 45. Okay, so this got aligned. I'm just gonna delete it. Just going to delete this thing and give it a proper dimension. Again, vertical measure direction, and take it as 100. Okay, now this has been dimension, this has been dimension. Now for the third part of this, we need to make 4 circles of diameter 12. For that, double click on this, and okay, for this, before we make it, we need to make an axis system so that we can easily constrain our. So I will make a axis line and a horizontal axis line and a vertical axis line. Okay, the tracking is on. Just a minute. Yes. Make sure that the tracking is off, and yes. Okay. Now it will be easy to constrain it. So double click on this circle, and you see that orange line. So for now, we will just like zoom in a little bit. For zoom, you click on shift. Along with shift, you click on the mouse middle button. Let me show you. For zoom, shift and mouse middle button. Sorry, control and mouse middle button. For zoom, control and mouse middle button. Yes, I hope you got that right. And now we will double click on the circle tool and dimension, make a circle. Okay, that is on. I do not want that to be, yes. And we will dimension it. So, okay. We are facing a problem. This has taken a tangent. So for this, I'm going to delete it. And you might encounter problems like this every time. And I think I have to redo this. I've made a blunder. Okay, again it's taking the tracking. What I can do is I can zoom out, and again that is happening. I'm just gonna Control Z. So first now I will just make it on the side and then try to dimension it. Then try to give it constraint. So over here till here, and I can say coincidence. Yes, now it's better, much better. Now I'm going to zoom in. For zoom in, Control plus mouse middle button, and for pan, mouse middle button. Okay. So where were we? Making the 4 circles of diameter 12 on the PCD. So over here, and the constraint to diameter 12, easily we were able to make it green. If you wouldn't have given this axis system, it would have been very difficult to constrain it. So make sure that you do that. So for here also we can make this and dimension it to be 12. Okay, wait, I know what happened. So yeah, and dimension it to be 12. Okay, so we can check in which direction it has not been constrained. Okay, the horizontal axis has not been constrained, so I'm gonna constrain it, and coincidence. There you go. Now I'm just gonna mirror these. So for mirror, you click on the circle, and then over here, mirror, click on mirror, and then click on the axis system. Again, for to mirror, first we always click on the sketch and then click on mirror and then select the axis system. It just mirrors it. There we go. We made that very easily. Now for the next part, we're going to do this and this. So we will try to do it. Okay, I need to zoom out. Yes. Zoom out and pan. Yes. Now for this, we will try to use the corner tool and make sure no trim is on. Let's see if we can do it with this, or is it? Okay, so you see it is not coming out to be proper, so we would not use this tool. So for this, we would just use the circle tool and make a circle on the outside and dimension it to be a radius of, sorry, a radius of 98. Okay, and place it over here, and then tangent it. So double click on constraint, this and this circle and tangency, then on this circle and on this circle, and left right click and tangency. And for the last part, we need to make a tangent line from this circle to this circle. So go in your line, click on this and select tangent line over here and over here. Make sure you're clicking in the right quadrants because that's how you would properly get it. And we can trim it. Click on quick trim and just trim it. Then double click. Make sure to always double click. And for the last part, for this, we will use a corner tool. So double click on corner tool, select, make sure no trim is on, and 20. Okay, there you go. This is a sketch tool, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.